Friday's afternoon show, and my next guest doesn't need much of an introduction. He's one half of Journey South. Carl Pemberton joins me now. Hello, Carl.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fantastic, thanks.
Yeah, how can you not be? Everything's going so well for you right now.
Everything's going great, yeah. Everything's happening with Journey South. We're busy songwriting at the moment for the next album, which is due out next year, and also a tour planned as well, so everything's good there. And I'm also busy setting up a music workshop, which is going across the northeast in different secondary schools, and I'm just wanting to put something back and to get young kids into music, because when I was younger I felt like there wasn't really anything like that for me, you know, to some advice on the music industry, or just maybe someone just to show you how to write a song, or give you a few tips on things. You know, there wasn't really anything like that, so I'm really going to apply myself and try and help people.
I mean, I guess it was the same for you, but certainly in my school, I mean, you could play the regular instruments. You can play the clarinet if you want. You can play the flute. You had a couple of music teachers that were pretty all right, but they certainly weren't cool. They didn't have the experience. No, seriously, they weren't. I mean, were your music teachers ever cool?
Yeah, well, not really.
Well,
that's it, you know. I mean, when I was at school, there wasn't really anything for guitar or songwriting or anything like that. I mean, I'm not sure what it's like now, but you know, back then, you know, it was just basically learning scales on the piano and things that sort of just take the interest of music away for kids, you know, and make it a little bit boring. So, you know, I'm wanting to go in there and teach them actually how to sit down and write a song and then eventually record it, you know, and things like that, you know, and I think that'll be really exciting for them.
So have you started approaching any of the local schools then?
Yeah, I'm actually in talks at the moment with Acklam Grange School, which is a school I used to go to.
Yeah.
So it was a few years ago now. A few years ago now, so it's probably changed quite a bit. But when we had all the success with X Factor, we went back to the school and we actually seen all the old teachers that I used to teach us, and they give us such a lovely warm welcome, so it'll be fantastic going back to the school. Yeah, it's also quite cool. I mean, if you go into the school and talk to the kids, I mean, you can not only talk to them about, right, this is how you would go about writing a song, or this is how you would go about playing this on the guitar, but you can also give them actually some life experience almost from the experiences that you've had. You know, you can give them some details on that. Exactly, yeah, because, you know, me and Andy have been doing it so long now, and we know the industry, and we know that it's just such a tough industry to be in, and you need to, along the way, you learn how to cope with the knocks you get, and it gives you a thicker skin, and you know, it's not all a rose garden, you know. That people need to know that, you know, and be prepared for that, you know. But I can actually show people that it's, you know, it is a good career move. Yeah,
and it's not just a case of, you know, you turned up at the X Factor one day and you got through. You'd actually done it for a long time before that.
We did, yeah, a long time.
I think, though, the likes of the reality TV shows is almost teaching kids that you can just randomly turn up at an audition someday, sing in front of Simon Cowell, and that's it. You've made it.
Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens for people like that, but I think it is really important to, you know, to cut your teeth and play the pub circuit and things like that before it, you know, because it helps you appreciate it then when you do actually make it. You know, like we had a #1 album, and it was just amazing because it was just something that we'd always dreamed of doing, and we'd tried to get a record deal previous to that, and it was just amazing when it happened for us.
I mean, you went from playing the pubs and the clubs to all of a sudden being in the centre of the biggest media frenzy, I guess there is.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, There's thousands of people in Middlesbrough Town Centre, around the town hall that time when we got through to the semi-finals. So, but the support we received from the northeast and Middlesbrough in particular was just unbelievable. It really was.
Overall, a good experience then.
Oh, it was great. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Really? No. Are you watching it this time?
I am actually, yeah.
What do you think?
I really like the Welsh girl. Welsh girl.
Lucy.
Yeah, yes. she's got a lovely voice. She does actually, yeah. Very natural as well. Very natural, and also the guy who sang the Stevie Wonder song Superstition. in boot camp.
I'm not very good with the names either. You know, so I know who you're talking about. But
Yeah, he's great as well. Yeah, I mean it's a different format as well. I think maybe they were right to change it a little bit. You know.
Really, do you? That's interesting. I hate it.
Do you really?
I do. Yeah, I don't like the audience and the auditions at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's good points of that, and there's bad points of that. I mean, it's good that it shows the actual performer within them, you know, because you can't really do that in an audition because it's quite a sterile environment with just you and the judges. But you know, when you've got the audience there, you know, it sort of brings that out of them. But on the other side, you know, it kind of makes it a bit easier. For them, I think. Yeah,
no, I mean, you've been through it. It's interesting having your responses, you know, because like I say, for me, it was a bit of, I don't know, I just don't think I like it. You know, but however, I really should ask these sorts of things off air, but I understand you brought a CD with you. Can we get a song now, or will we have a song a little bit later on? Just looking at Taiba for this one, because I'm a bit... Taiba's not answering me, so I don't know. Did you bring a CD? You did, didn't you?
We did,
Right.
Just in case.
Oh, no.
Well, it's... I'd like you to play a track off our second album, Home, if that would be possible. And this track, coincidentally, was a big hit for us in South Africa. So we're having a lot of success over there.
I was going to say, I was reading on your website, you're doing really, really well in South Africa.
Yeah, we are. I mean, it's been number one for about 7 weeks running. And the previous single we released out there was What I Love About Home.
Yeah.
And that was the most played song of 2008. So it's really going well for us. Just through our management and you know, try in different countries and you know, just putting the feelers out really. And South Africa were really interested and really got our music and took us on. So
and to hear
it's going really well.
An arena tour in South Africa.
Arena tour, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We're just in talks at the moment with promoters and the record company just to actually clarify the dates and set them in stone. So it's looking at maybe he's early next year, I think now.
Now, we're not being left out here just because you're doing an arena tour in South Africa. You are going to be touring around the UK as well, but we'll talk about that very shortly as well. I'm just waiting for your song to appear in my... there we go. Thanks for that, Taiba. This is terrible. You said I should do this off air. This is how bad I really am. You want to introduce it?
This track is off our second album, Home. This one is called Reconcile Our Love.